We got it. Take a moment to come inside. Full breath through your nose, breathe out your nose, and let your inhale come in. As your arms go up, you might even be able to take more breath in. If your hands can touch, hold and go over to a side. Breathe into your rib cage. You can pull your arm with your hands, or you can even grab your wrist. Let's add on a little bit more. Let's add a cross. Let's add a hand down. Welcome to yoga. We're going to get flexible, balanced, breathing, strong bones, calm mind. And then let's go to the other side. Ooh, so relaxed, I almost fell over. Ooh, both hands first, sorry. Let's do the same thing we did. And you're pulling your own hand or you're pulling your own wrist. The breath is going a little bit more into that left side or the side that you're stretching. The foot can cross, the hand can come down. And Vini Yoga is the adding of movements. You can get the creative urge from your body, what you need, or you can follow my lead, but you'll feel like different fibers are getting your attention with these small movements or bigger movements. Oh goodness, that feels so good. So now we're going to go up tall, both arms, your feet are together. You'll go into a slight back bend here in the extension. The hands will come down. Now you can meet me in down dog, or you can add on the chaturanga and then an up dog, and then we'll all together meet at down dog regardless. Let your heels start going to the floor at first. Just push your hands into the floor. Press your heels back. Notice the heels will get a little bit more flexible. You can bend one knee and then the other. So one heel lowers a little bit more than the other. Right and left. Now we're going to do both heels lifting at the same time, both heels lowering at the same time. Inhale. Press the heels one more time towards the floor. Lower the knees down and add an inhale up, extension, and an exhale flexion. Inhale, extension, and then articulate through your back and flexion. Inhale, extension, and flexion. Now you can continue that. If you want to change that a little bit more challenging, you go into that down dog that we just were in. You add on the spinal articulation, up dog, and then tuck, down dog. So you can do either one. You could mix it up. You can do cat cow some, and you can do down dog, up dog some. Breathe in. Wake up the body. And feel the breath. Inhale, extension. Exhale, flexion. One more. Inhale, extension. Exhale, flexion. Walk your hands or step or jump, whatever you need, all the way up to halfway. Woo. Go up, 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 and open up. Now, hands go to your heart. Open up the feet. Bring the hands down towards the floor. Now as you go down, you might notice you might need to bend. That's okay. Walk your hands forward. This is like a down dog meets the wide angle pose. This is the hammock pose. So press the heels towards the floor. You might even shake out the head a little just to make sure there's no neck tension. Press. Feel the calves, feel the inner thighs. Hold this hammock pose, or if you would like to add on the articulation here, you can go into up dog and down dog here. The feet are wide, so the inner thighs are now a little bit more involved. Good, press back, good. Breathe in. Atta girl. This is one of those places. I have a bigger mat, so sometimes it's nice to be able to have a bigger mat or two mats. And then press back and hold. Just make sure you don't slip. Now walk your hands more underneath you. Leave the right arm on the mat. I like to fold the knuckles under as well, or flat, just whatever feels comfortable for your flexibility today. You're going to open up the other arm towards the sky. You can imagine that your spine, it's like you're wringing out a wash rag, and the exhales will take you a little further. Bring in another inhale into your upper back, and then let that hand come down. Open up the other arm, windmill. Breathe in. And where your arm first goes, it'll probably be able to go more. So you're just noticing how the breath can influence that. The exhale sometimes lets you rotate a little deeper. Try the breath through the nose. Inhale, and then exhale, come back down. Now your hands can go to your hip bones. You come up, and sometimes you might need to pause halfway, depending on what your blood pressure situation is. And then your elbows go towards the rear. Your heart goes up. You might have a little chin tuck as if there's a pomegranate underneath your chin. Feel your abdominals stretch. Exhale, the hands are together. You can step, walk, or jump. The feet together, grab a sip, meet me back here. Excellent job. Now it's time to remove the aloe socks and get more grip on the feet. Good job. Take an inhale to lift your arms. Now the heels are going to be heavier. As you bring your hands together, you'll come into it's called the awkward posture, or Utkatasana. It's just like a chair. Yep, next side, 4. Good, legs feel even. 3, 2. Come back up. Now inhale, breathe your arms up. You're getting your little blood flow. Catch your palms again. Exhale down. Now, wherever you are, you're going to try to maintain the thighs at the same position. The upper body turns. 10. Try to stay down if you can. If you need a rest, just stand up, but try to stay down. Inhale forward. Exhale, the upper body turns. Your elbow, if it can hook on that thigh, your hands can push into each other, and you'll feel like you're giving yourself an assist on that rotation. 5, 4, 3, 2. Now get ready. Inhale, face forward. Neutral heels, heavy, come all the way up. All right, take a moment. We're going to take a balance at the beginning of class. So feel your toes lift and lower, lift and lower, lift and lower. Now the feet should feel a little more spread out. Ideally, you see the color of your mat between your toes, all of them. Leave your left foot down and slide your right foot up. I'm going to scoot back a little bit for the view. Your calf or your inner thigh is a great place because of that arch meeting the natural contour of your flesh. So at first, if you need to keep your hands down for shoulder reasons, you can, or balance reasons, but we'll take 10 here. How tall can you get? That's okay. Yep. Now that full inhale through your nose. If you care to add on, you could take a cow face with this same side arm up. That is your knee is up. Imagine your back of your head is against a wall. Good, elbow high, that looks good today. Bring your hands to your heart. Now we're going to rotate the torso away from the knee that's in the air. Inhale and face forward. Try to do this all with your foot off the floor. and foot at the floor. Could you feel your other foot working hard for your balance? So that's getting those muscles stronger. Now we're gonna lift and spread again about 3 times here, 3 to 5 if you need more. But see if you can do pinky to toe, like you're tapping your fingers on the floor, you're doing that with your toes. That's how agile we want them. All right, try this foot up. You're lifting up calf, inner thigh. That a girl. Good. If you're ready, go for it, Jean. Your arms could go up. And we'll do a 10 count where everything's just tall. So you may have seen this in a classic tree. Your elbows are long. You're as tall as you can get in your spine. This allows a fuller breath, by the way. Modifications include leaving the arms down. Pretend the head's against a wall, or that you have a book on your head or a jug on your head and you can't spill it. And then you can, if you would like, take a shoulder release, the cow face with the top arm behind you, and this one making its way up. Get ready, inhale. Now the hands go to the heart. The torso, the upper body from the waist up is going to turn away, rotate away from the knee that's in the air. Breathe in. Face the front. Lower your foot and see if you feel more energized around the ankle and the knee as those stabilizers are working in your favor. Grab a sip. That's what we're after, and that helps balance. Good. Doing so good. Now at the front third of your mat, you can take an inhale, arms up, add that Utkatasana chair. Notice how the heart is higher than the hips. Good. 5. You can lower if you want more challenge. 4. Good. 3. Nice. 2. Hands low, feet back. Now you're in your hands. You can stay here for a plank. We're going to be here for a 20 count, or if you need to go to your forearms, go to your forearms. I'll show both. Hold 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. And now you're going to go either into a swan or an up dog, or you could do a sphinx. So find what extension, that's the theme, the extension that works for you. Beautiful, guys. 5, 4, 3, there you go. 2, and then we're going to meet in down dog. Down dog. Picking up the left foot, press your right heel down. Notice that you're probably more flexible than the very first one we did. Let that foot down. Take the other one, press the heel down. Both heels press down. Shift your weight. Bend the elbows and see if you can get comfortable on the floor with your toes back. You might even internally rotate them if you're having any tightness in the low back. Your hands are going to be down beside your pelvis. Torso lift and extension. If you can add on, lift your toes as well. Your knees are off the floor. This is called Shalabhasana. Breathe in. You'll move a little bit naturally with the breath. Your whole back body is strong. It should feel good. We don't have this attention during the day on the back body. so much because we're forward, our eyes are forward, our jobs are forward. So notice how good that feels to ignite the back body. Recover for a moment. If you can add on, interlace your fingers at the lower spine. If you can add on from there, push your palms towards each other, lift up. Oh, look how good everyone looks. Polly, that looks great. 5, 4, and recover. Nice. And change the fingers. So if your right pinky's on the outside, now the left one is. Go up, inhale, and lift. You can imagine there's a string on your arms and it's pulling you up. You can touch your feet together once and just make sure are both legs lifting evenly, and then you can separate them again. Notice where your hands are touching. Are they in the middle of your back? And then lift again. Back into a child pose, Garbhasana. Now you can also pull the toes under, stretch out those little feet. And if you can add on, come up to where you're kneeling on your feet. I'm going to scoot forward a bit. Your heels are straight up in this pose. This is a foot stretch. Your toes are just, let me turn so you can see me. Your toes are getting to stretch your feet. And if you want more, your hands can come back. This has the nickname of Toe Crushasana. And then you'll go up to your shins. Hands here for the elbows towards each other, Ustrasana. You might decide to stay here, so if this feels like it's enough, this could just be your pose right there, or a fingers back to one heel. Lift your heart. Now you could switch, so one arm's forward, the other fingers are back. Lift your heart. So you're not hanging out resting on that back heel, you're just using it to gently touch base and support you, but your spine energy is up. Your energy of your heart is up. Those of you that want to take both fingers back to your heels, chin tuck a little, good. Or yes, good, good, good. 5, 4, 3, 2, arm forward, windmill forward, child's pose, rest, low back. And then grab a sip and meet me. I'm going to do a good job. Take a forearm plank from here. Hold for 5, 4, 3, 2. Now turn sideways and place the forearm down and do a side plank and hold 10. Vasisthasana. 2, 3, beautiful. 4, 5, look how strong collectively everyone is. 6, 7, stretch out. 8, 9. Now we're going to go through front plank just to get to the other side. Side plank. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and front plank. Now we're going to go to side plank again and add an option. You can stay here, or you can take your top foot back and push. Maldrasana. Another one you can do is hand on the floor, and still same thing, 10, or just stick with the side. 9, 8. There you go. If you want to come up, Shireen, that one's good for the tricep, and a little stimulus on the wrist is good for the bones. 5, to have some density. 3, but listen to your body. 2. Now we're going to pass through the front plank and do that on the other side. It could be side plank on the forearm. It could be side plank with the foot back. It could be side plank on the hand. Lift the heart. Breathe in. And then exhale. Come back to plank, lower down, bend one knee, Reach for that hand on the foot or the ankle. Bend the other knee. And then you can lift. Good. Good. 5, 4. Lower. We're going to do it again. Inhale, lift up. And lower. Really good. Push back, and when you do a child's pose this time, your fingers are going to walk to the far right, and you'll be in this lateral flexion of your spine like a half moon, pinky far away from the hip. Open up the rib cage. Lower. You're doing great. Here we go. Walk over to the other side, pinky far away from the hip. Open up the rib cage. This is so good for posture to keep the forward keep shoulders from being forward. And close your clamshell, come back. Nice job. And then grab a step. You're doing great. Good job. We're going to meet in downward dog. Wide hands like fingers have pieces of pie between them. Press your heels down. Adding on, you can go into dolphin, which is forearms on the ground, and hold. Press back up, down dog. Come back to your hands. Now, a reverse swan dive up. Breathe in. Hands at the heart. Open up. 5-pointed star. Roughly the wrists are over the ankles, so you can just check that out and see if that feels about right. Making adjustments for you. We're picking up those right toes, shifting over. You might like, this is that Vini Yoga, you might like 3 circles here. In the arm, when I say circle, it's a 3-dimensional. The arm can go behind your plane of your torso. You can, anything that's pain-free. Now find a place for you. It could be classic, it could be over your ear, maybe behind your back. Keep rolling your rib cage more open. Notice how the posture changes with the breath. Now take another inhale. It lengthens your spine. You're creating space. Now with your exhale, you'll feel your torso get strong. It helps to support you up. Pivot, and then the other way. Arm out. Hinge. It's like you're sliding over a counter. And exhale. This top arm, take a few circles that are humongous even behind you. Find a place that feels like it's your triangle today. Roll that torso open like your whole body's against a wall. Roll that torso open. Your thighs are externally rotating as well. You can act like someone's pulling your arm. Yeah, lengthen, lengthen, lengthen. Intention through all the limbs. Not tension, but intention. Notice how the breath changes things. The exhales might let you get deeper in a pose. Five, four. Now slide your back against that imaginary wall. Pivot your toes. Bring the hands together. Oh, let everything cook. It's like you've put something in the oven. It just assimilates. And then grab a sip. So kind of let that nervous system, breathing, lymphatic system, hormonal system, endocrine system, muscles. Good job. Now we're going to take depending on your space, the right foot's forward, the left foot's back. So depending on your space, you might step back, but maybe you'll step forward like I did because there's a wall there. So you're on a railroad track. We'll take a few more of these. Cross them, cross them, cross them. Big, 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 big. And the hands are going to find a shoulder release that serves you. It could be just interlaced. It could be holding on to your elbows. Maybe it's namaste. Reverse. Exhale forward. It's like you're steering your left hip forward and your right hip back. Now you can let your hands down if you'd like. Push your feet into the floor, and then you're going to go even beyond your vertical, so you're going beyond midline. You can let your palms touch. You can lift up your heels, lift up your heart. 5. Yep, long knees. 4. How tall can you get here? 3, 2. Now lower the heels with control, and depending on your space, back foot meets the front. If you have that room, go back with the other foot. All right, we'll take a few circles just to keep them warmed and flexible. Now the hands are going to find a place that serves you for interlaced or holding on to the elbows. Here we go, breathe in. Even as you hinge forward, you're keeping your shoulders open. They're not rounding forward, collapsing towards the floor. Left hip steers back, right hip steers forward. You might enjoy putting your hands down as well. Get ready. You're going to push your feet into the floor. Go up, lift up your heels, and get as tall as you can. Lower your heels with control, hands together at the heart. Let your feet come together. Samastitihi, grab a sip. Wonderful job. Grab a sip. And I'm at the top third of the mat. You can be at the top third of your mat. Bring your arms up. Pass through Utkatasana. Hold. 5, 4, 3, 2. Let your hands go down. Let your feet go back. And we're going to hold this plank for 20. So if you want to go to your forearms, you can. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and then Sphinx or Swan. Hands press or forearms press. Hold. You might be able to get a little higher now. We've done a few. You can feel like your spine's awakened. 10. Polly, yours has definitely gotten higher. Good job. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. Look at everybody. Elbows towards the floor. Shoulders are down the back. Neck is long. And then exhale down. One child's pose. Push your hips back. Elbows can bend so that your hands are patting yourself on the back. Come into hands and knees. Now make sure you have the space. The first option is that the right leg and the left arm leave the floor. If you can add on, look for your foot. Your hand is going to look for your foot and you're going to push up, half bow. Good. Keep pressing up. The knee will get higher. Good. Yep. Keep pushing into the hand so the shoulder blade is wide on the back. Inhale. Lower the hand and the knee. Option 1 is right arm, left leg. You're a table. Now, you could bend that knee and reach for the foot and lift up, lift up, lift up. Five, 4, 3, 2, keep lifting, and 1. Really good. Now the knees go wide. The big toes could be towards each other. Look at how you are like a frog on a lily pad. This one is called frog. You can rest your hands so your head or cheek has a place to rest. If you don't feel it, shift forward, shift back, tailbone under, tailbone up. You'll adjust for you, but everyone looks good. If you have any questions, look up and I'll help cue you. Everyone looks like they have an inner thigh stretch. Good. Mm-hmm. Take another inhale And then as you exhale, press into your forearms, pull your shins together, hands wide like pieces of pie are between them. Press your hips up, down dog. Hold, 5, 4, 3, 2. Let your left knee down, take your right foot back. You can pivot your left arm a bit and open up. So you're lifting through your heart. You've got a thoracic extension. You're lifting through your hip. You've got a hip extension. Stretch through your hand. Exhale, hand down. Now turn the other way. Your right hand and your right knee are down. Left arm opens. You should feel the top of that shin too on that back leg. I'm just turning to see you, but stick with yours. Yep, 10. Heart lift, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Keep lifting, keep opening, keep reaching. Inhale. And then downward dog. Good job. Press your heels back. Hold. Step or walk up to your hands. Halfway up. Go all the way up. And bring your hands down to your heart. Whew. Grab a sip, let it all simmer. Good job, good extensions. I'm going to be turning sideways on this one for the view. You can just, however you have room though. Palm up, one arm goes back, hold on to that foot or ankle. Rib down, pubic bone up. Standing quad stretch. There you go. This is a really important muscle to get stretched the front of the hip since we are in a seated position a lot, and then the thigh for the knees, the quad. You can add on a push. You can pull that knee behind you and open up that thoracic spine. As you're ready, gently make your way towards a vertical spine. The hands come to the floor. Samasthiti, good. Oh, that's so open. Other side. One hand forward. Go up and around. Hold on to your foot or your ankle. Good. Notice that shoulder is open. Yeah. There you go. How tall can you get? Yeah. All right, if you would like to add on, push your foot into your hand now. Changes the inner ear vestibular system, which is our balance system. Open up that thigh even more if you can. Open up, breathe in, and then you're going to make the transition part of your yoga. Hands at the heart. Good job, guys. Grab a sip. Let's get a hip opener, shall we? Now on this next one, it's either going to be a figure 4 or a pigeon. So we'll go through the beginning of the vinyasa together. Hands at the heart. Have a seat. 5, 4, good. 3, 2, Let your hands down. Now, you could meet me in down dog, or you can bend the elbows and take an inhale up dog, and then a down dog. Now, this is where you choose what you need. If you're gonna do the pigeon, your right leg can come up, three-legged dog, right thigh forward, left leg further back. Or you could say, I'm gonna go lying on my back and I'm gonna do the figure four. Hold this upright, 5. Exhale forward, make yourself comfortable. Get ready. Start making your way up. And you know that you could add on here if you would like. Maybe you'd like to reach back for that foot with both hands or one hand and lift. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Let your hands down, curl your toes. Let's release tension any way you need to. It could be you walk out your dog. It could be you hug both legs if you're lying on your back. Notice. And then if you're doing the other side from down dog, your left leg will go up, three-legged dog. Your exhale will bring your left thigh forward, your right leg back. Good. And hold. Shoulders are down, heart's lifted. When you lift that heart, you feel that psoas more. That right leg is getting a stretch on the front. If you're in the lying down figure four, it's a great place to work on that ankle flexibility as well. Breathe in, your heart's lifted. And then exhale, it's like you're lowering a vertebra at a time down to the floor. Take an inhale, and then you'll walk back up. Maybe you'll even add on a knee bend and an ankle hold, a 2 hands to the foot. 2, 3, good. Your choice. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, good. That looked more open, Shireen. And then down dog, so you're walking it out. And heels press. Step walk or jump up to your hands, halfway up. Go all the way. Now your blood pressure, you want to monitor if you feel a little lightheaded. You could also take an extra breath to wait till you settle and then stand Samasthiti. Really good. Open up the feet, 5-pointed star. Pick up the right toes. Bend the right knee towards the ankle. So you're kind of making sure. If you go wider apart in the feet, you have a harder stance. If you need it easier, take a narrower stance. That knee's on that ankle. You're spiraling this left thigh back. So it's tempting to push it forward. You want to spiral it back, external rotation. Warrior 2. Heart lift. Breathe in through your nose. Breathe out your nose. The breathing in your nose, out your nose helps your lymphatic system do what it's designed to do and get rid of toxins from the interstitial fluid, intercellular fluid. So take an inhale. Get your, prevents the right hand down. I want you to look at that knee because there is a tendency for the knee to drop in, and you want to prevent that. Your left arm goes over. Now the other possibility is some of you might like to go a little lower, so hand on the floor or even a yoga block. The top hand reaches the back from your as long a line as you can from finger to heel. Yeah. Looks great. You're rolling your torso more open, as if you're against a wall. Now, if you can, and your core is going to help, you're going to push, 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 push. Keep that knee on top of that ankle if you can so it doesn't drift. Go back. Relax down. This long leg is going to try to shoot forward. I want you to pull it back like the whole thigh is against an imaginary wall. Externally rotate your left thigh. Externally rotate your left thigh. If you were up against a wall, your left glute would also be up against that wall. Now take your arms out like a letter T. Push the right leg straight. We're passing through 5-pointed star. It's a great chance to check that knee. The knee, in a healthy knee, it'll track with that second toe and that ankle. And then set it there. Open up your palms. And you're going to look over that hand. So, and now, Karen, go from here to here. Yep. So it was like that Egyptian dance. So you just went to vertical, and then you still look over that hand. Good. I'm going to look though. Yep. Yeah. So notice how the blades just glide down. Now this little piggy, this little forearm goes down, and you're going to reach. And then some of you might decide you're heading lower. I want you to listen to your body. Breathe into that rib cage. You're stretching. Whoops, there you go. Good. If you're falling, you're trying. That's good. Pull that shoulder open. Pull that rib open. Good. You're rotating open as opposed to what would feel like you could want to collapse towards the floor. You want to rotate open, 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 open. Reach, 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 reach. Stretch, 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 stretch. Even through the fingers are reaching. How long can you get from middle finger to right heel? Get ready. Now your strong quad and your strong core are going to help you. You go up and over like you're going over a fence. This right thigh externally rotates as if you were, in fact, I'll put myself up against the wall. You want to be, imagine you're up against a wall and the right glute needs to be on the wall too. It doesn't shift forward. Good. Makes it harder. Sink into that thigh though, that 90-degree bend if you can. Sink into it. Even though your torso's back, sink into that thigh. Good. Your head's against an imaginary wall. This is a powerful posture, Parvriti Virabhadrasana. Take an inhale. Open up. You're up against an imaginary wall. You're going to straighten into 5-pointed star. Hands at the heart. Step or jump together. I'm going to walk in. Let it simmer. Grab a sip. Good job. Good job. Leave the right foot forward, depending on your space. And let me turn this way. And let the left foot go back. Warrior one. And
your feet are still in railroad tracks, you can go into a traditional lift up. If you're looking for a little different on the shoulders, you can open up the arms, the hands. Notice it's like you walk through a doorway. So just find your knee over your ankle. Warrior one is a back bend. Breathe in your nose. Breathe out your nose. Bring those hands to your heart. Hinge, you're in one long line. 10. And then get ready. Push up. Stand tall. Samastitihi. When you feel balanced, take your other leg back, about 4.5 feet deep. If you need a modification, get closer together. Arms up. Feet are in railroad tracks. Beautiful. Upper back is getting an extension. This is a back bending posture. Make sure your neck feels good though. It's okay to chin tuck if you feel like there's tension in your upper neck. Back leg long, fingers strong and reaching. Here we go, taking a breath. Inhale, lift the heart, lift the heart, lift the heart. And then hands come to your heart. Now hinge, hold. Get ready, take off, land pliantly, stand tall. Arms go up. Utkatasana, I'm going to turn so you can see me from the side. 5, 4, 3, 2, hands at the heart, go back feet. If you would like Newtonian down dog, but if you want to add a vinyasa, bend the elbows, take an inhale up dog, and then add an exhale down dog. And then lower your shins and take your props that are nearby if you would like them. So if you're gonna want to add a hamstring assist, you might grab a block. A foam roller is another possibility. A Pilates ring and or a Dynaband. Roll down, roll down, roll down. Now before we go up, curl your spine up, and in Setu Bandhasana, open up the bridge pose. Big inhale through your nose. When you're here, if your eyes are open, you should see your belly expand. Your belly gets big like a full moon in this November, a basketball or a full moon or a balloon. That's helping the lymph. That's helping the nervous system. Release your hands, roll your spine down. Now, if you want that prop under your pelvis, you can use it. You don't have to. This still works great with just a Dynaband around your foot, a yoga tie, a hand. This block or foam roller just gets that psoas deeper, and that's a muscle that tends to be flexed a lot in a seated posture. Breathe in your nose. Cross the midline. Open up. Bring it back. You can exchange legs. Take it across. And open to the side. Bring it back. And then we're going to remove the block and take a rotation. Your right knee's going to go over and your right arm's going to go open. Hold. Try to breathe in your nose. Try to breathe out your nose. Try the other side. And then just pull the thighs in for a moment, and we'll take a Savasana, which is lying down and totally surrendering to the support. The floor has you. You don't have to work at all. You don't have to work your mind. There is a tendency for the mind to be always in thought, and we're going to have it as soon as we come out of this, but for now we're just going to give our mind a rest. Peace could be an energy that you're breathing in. Breathe in peace to all your cells. Let yourself have an image of peace. Maybe it's a blue sky on top of a mountain. Maybe it sounds like birds or wind or the ocean. It feels like a cloud, or it feels like a cotton blanket. It might smell like lavender or flowers. So all your senses are involved here. Now when you're ready, you can awaken the fingers and the toes and come back into a seated position. And then you might just observe what senses were really helpful for me. Was it good to have all my senses involved? Did one resonate more with me? This is good information to know about yourself, so that whenever you need to bring yourself back into peace, you have those senses you can tap into. We're going to let the thumbs touch the heart in a universal gesture of peace, where the palms touch together. The male and the female parts of us come together in a gesture of peace to ourselves, to the world, and with so much appreciation. Thank you guys so much. You did great. I hope you feel strong, able, peaceful, flexible, balanced, and on and on and on. All the good. Thank you guys so much. Have a great day. Happy